What town did you grow up in?
FLOODWOOD, Minnesota.
Where are you now?
In FLOODWOOD, Minnesota. It was fun. Not a whole lot of kids. In my class, I think there's about 40 kids in the class. Any sports, had to get a ride up there, or something for school, had to get a ride up there, get a ride home. So lots of times after the sports stuff, I'd have to just wait uptown for a ride. Just hanging out with buddies, I guess, riding bikes.
What else did you guys do? Ride bikes?
That's about it. The big city's nice, a lot more stuff to do. Everything's close by. Yeah, there's some difference, but I don't know, I guess overall the same, because you just like hanging out with your friends. It's quiet. The same, I guess, just getting stuff. If you need something to work on your house or car, you gotta run to Duluth to buy it.
My entire childhood in FLOODWOOD. When did I move? I must have been 18 when my first husband, your grandpa, and I moved to the state of Wyoming for a short period of time, but 18 years. I don't know if I really thought about it when I was 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think about being in a small town. I just, actually, when I was growing up, going to town was a big deal. We lived just outside of town, and that was called going uptown. So it was a big deal, but we didn't know anything about big cities or anything. I think I have mixed feelings about it because there's good things and bad things. You know, one of the nice things about growing up in a small town is you know everybody. One of the negative things is that they know everything about you. That's one of the negatives about being in a small town is everybody knows your business, and then sometimes they add to it. And then rumors fly around. Some of it's true, some of it's not. Yeah. Well, I think if I was going to compare how you've grown up, Ariel, and how I grew up, you have a lot more opportunities, a much broader view of the world. You know, you're exposed to more diverse people, diverse ideas, diverse, cultures. We were pretty isolated. It became its own culture. You're just in the small town I was in. Kind of the same. There's good parts about it. I think growing up in a small town, there's good things about it because, like I said, you're very close knit with the group, the people around you. I think, looking back, maybe there's more opportunities for people who grow up in the city or a bigger town because we were very isolated. At least I was. I didn't really understand what the city was like or what the world was like because I was pretty sheltered. No, I think I think everybody should have the wider view of the world. It's important to travel. So if you're gonna live in a small town, you need to, especially your children, need to get out and find out what the rest of the world is like. When I was really little, I loved growing up where I grew up because we lived close to the river, the FLOODWOOD River. It's a small river, not very big, but we were able to skate on it in the winter. We had a little bank, so we'd slide down it. We had lots of trees. I liked to climb trees. I was a kind of a tomboy, and we built a tree fort, and I had a huge class of 54. The summer we'd go swimming. We didn't swim in the FLOODWOOD River because I didn't know how to swim, but Grandma would never let us. It was dirty. It was roller bikes. I didn't cause much trouble. I don't know. Yeah, Grandpa Dennis, he was a little troublemaker. As teenagers, there wasn't a lot for teenagers to do, which was really bad because then you ended up, I didn't do much of it because I was pretty sheltered, but a lot of drinking, drugs, and that was really all, if you wanted to go do something fun, it was an hour away. So that was one of the negatives of growing up there, is that for us, we didn't have a lot to do. Just didn't have a chance to learn different types of things that might interest you. Well, of course, when I got pregnant as a teenager, which was bad, though that was the other bad thing about being in a small town, you do stupid stuff like that. So none of you kids do stupid stuff like that. I wasn't exposed to other things in my life, and I thought that was about the best thing I was gonna do, so. Well, there were people that died from drinking and driving in my class, and that does happen. Well, it used to. I don't live in a small town anymore, but that's what it was like when I was growing up. People got into a lot of accidents, and it usually involved alcohol. Yeah, they were what they called road drinking. They were out on the country roads drinking, and something happened, and they had an accident and rolled the car, and she was not belted in. Me and Auntie Judy, when we were teenagers, we used to sit outside in the summertime and listen to the music coming from the party down behind the river. Because the teenagers, we were little then, we weren't teenagers yet. And the teenagers over there were partying it up, and they had music playing really loud late into the night. And we'd just sit there and listen to it. We would have fun doing that. That was our fun, right? One thing that I miss is when something happened, everybody was there to help. If you got broke down, you weren't going to be stranded. There was always going to be somebody to come help you, come get you, come help you fix your car. People were always helping each other. That's it.
That's it.
Woohoo!